Welcome you all in the video. What is process? We are discussing the process management in Linux operating system. With continuation with our discussion, first we will discuss regarding the process and then we will go for the what is the process in Linux operating system and how Linux operating system handles this process management, because process is a very important concept or a basic building block of any operating system, and it has many applications and it plays an important part in design of any operating system. That's why first of all we must understand the basic definition of process, and then how to create a process and how to schedule a process. That is the basic responsibility of any operating system that we will discuss in our next videos. So simply, first of all, as we know that the process is very important part of any operating system, and as we know that operating system can be defined in different ways. Like for example, I have listed some definitions here. For example, it is an interface between user and hardware. It is a resource manager. It is a set of control programs that controls operation of other programs. It is a set of utility programs that simplifies application development. So, operating system has many definitions based on its applications and working. And here, if we see related to this process management or related to this process, as we have seen that the definition of operating system, it is a resource manager. It manages all the resources of your computer or your hardware or your system. So to manage all these resources, operating system basically use the concept of that called concept that is called as process. So first of all we will see the definition of operating system, and then we will discuss regarding the how to create a process and what are different states and what are different attributes of process. If you see the definitions of the process, there are so many definitions, and it was somewhere it is somewhat confusing for the beginner. So first of all we must know the background of this process. So here our first definition we are going to discuss here is like this: a process is a program in execution. What is the basic definition of a process? It is very simple. It is a program under execution or program in execution. This is a simple definition of any process. Process is a program in execution. Suppose for example, when we write a C program or C++ program, any program, Java program or any program in any language, and when we compile it, the compiler creates the binary code. So this is the basic thing. When we compile any program, it will be created, or binary code will be created by the compiler. The original code and binary code are both programs. Original code, whatever we have written in C or C++, that is also one code, and binary code that is created by the compiler, that is also a program. When we actually run the binary code, it becomes a process. So here is the difference. Here we can understand this difference is that whatever the binary code created by the compiler, when we run the program, a compiler creates the binary code. So whatever the code created by the compiler, when we run this binary code, that particular code, it is called as a process, or it becomes a process. So here we can understand the basic difference between the process and the program is that program is nothing but is the set of instruction written in the particular programming language, whereas a process is nothing but a binary code which is under execution. So this is one type of simple explanation of the process. Like for example, when the same thing I have here explained the same thing here also, to put in simple terms, we write our program in a text file, and when we execute this program, it becomes process which perform all the tasks mentioned in the program. So this is very important term we have to understand first here, is that when we execute a program, when we write our program in a text file, whatever files are there, C editor or in a notepad, whatever we are going to write down, for example, and then when we execute that program, it becomes process which perform all the tasks mentioned in the program. Means whenever we execute that program, whatever binary code is created for that execution purpose, that binary code will perform all the tasks, and that particular binary code is called as the process. So here basic difference you have to write down or you have to note down is that progress of whatever program is there, it is simply a code which is written in any high level language, and process is nothing but it is a binary code which is created by compiler or interpreter. Basically process perform all the tasks, whereas program also written for the same task. Or simply when we can also say that when a program is loaded into the memory, it becomes a process. Whenever our program is loaded in the memory for execution purpose, that program is converted in a process. Simply other terms also we can define with the process is that a process is an active entity as compared to program which is a passive entity. Active and passive, because program is simply code which is written in any high level language, whereas process is a binary code which moves from one place to another place, memory to hard disk or hard disk to memory. So it is, that's why it is also called as an active entity. So the difference between the program and process is that program is a passive entity, whereas process is an active entity. A single program can create many processes when run multiple times. For example, when we open an exe or binary file multiple times, multiple instances begins or multiple processes are created. So like this, these are some terminologies which are very much important for understanding the difference between the process and program. So we can say that the few differences here is that a process is nothing but program under execution, and program is simply a high level language program which is written in any programming language, C or C++ or Java, any other programming language, whereas process is a binary code. Program is an active entity, process is an active entity, whereas program is an passive entity. We can create multiple instances of a program process, whereas we cannot create multiple instances of that program. So in this way we can divide or we can differentiate between the program and process in different ways, and we have to keep in our mind that a process is nothing but a binary code which is created by the compiler or interpreter for execution purpose, and it is an active entity. Now if you see the process memory is divided into 4 sections for efficient working. Process memory is divided into whatever memory is allocated to the process, that is divided into 4 sections. So here in the diagram we are going to we can understand this basic concept by this simple diagram. Is that if you see this particular diagram, this is nothing but the process memory, whatever memory allocated to the process by the compiler or by the operating system. It is divided into four parts. That is, one part is called a stack, second part, third part, fourth part, and fifth part. So here we can see that part. The first part, that is called as the text section, is made up of compiled program code read in from non-volatile storage where the program is launched. Non-volatile storage means it may be hard disk. So text section, whatever program we have written in the high level language, whatever that is compiled code of that program, after that is binary code of that program, read in from non-volatile storage when the program is launched, or when the program is run, or when the program is compiled. Data section. The data section is made up of global and static variables allocated and initialized prior to the executing the main program. So data section is nothing but it is made up of global and static variables allocated and initialized prior to executing the main. Next part is heap section, is used for dynamic memory allocation and is managed via calls to new, delete, malloc, free, etc. So it is nothing but memory management. So it is allocation of dynamic memory to the process. Stack is used for local variables. Space on the stack is reserved for local variables when they are declared. So these are the sections of the particular process. These particular things we can understand in deep when we discuss the concept of process creation. So time being, you have to remember that a process memory is divided into four sections: text section, data section, heap, and stack. Text section, data section, heap, and stack. These are four. So now the purpose of this particular four parts are like this. Stack. The process stack contains temporary data such as methods, functions, parameters, return addresses, and local variables. Though this particular stack section, whatever is there, it contains the temporary data such as method, functions, parameters, return addresses, and local variables. Similarly, heap section, this is dynamically allocated memory to a process during its runtime. Heap section is nothing but it is a dynamically allocated memory to the process during its runtime. Now text section, this includes the current activity represented by the value of program counter and the content of the process register. And data section, the section contains global data and static variables. Now this is regarding the components and description of the process memory. Now coming to the attributes or characteristics of the process. A process has following attributes. It contains process ID, a unique identifier assigned by the operating system to identify that particular process, that is process ID. Process state, it may be in the ready, running, or etc. CPU registers must be saved and restored when the process is swapped in and out from the CPU. It contains account informations, input output status information, for example device allocated to the process, open files, and etc. CPU scheduling, for example priority, different process must have different priorities. A short process may be assigned a low priority in shortest job first schedule. So this is regarding the scheduling of that particular process. All above attributes of a process are also known as context of the process. Every process has its own program control block PCB. Each process will have a unique PCB. All of the above attributes are part of PCB. So for time being, you remember that process is nothing but it is a program under execution, and it is the process memory is divided into four parts, and each part is having its own description, and a process is allocated with the attributes, that is process id, process state, cpu registers, account information, input output status information, and cpu scheduling. Like this the process is there. Thank you.